Engine 331, Engine 341, Fresno 3, Water Tender 23, Dozer 2, Battalion 32, Air Attack 430.
You can show Air Attack 430 off Fresno, 2 souls on board, hour and a half of fuel, 15-minute ETA to the Buckeye incident. Your fire is down in the drainage below you, so if you're walking up the road, your right-hand side, that flank is continuing to grow, additional acre added onto it in the last 10 minutes. Your main fire is on the west side of the road, behind the vehicle. Okay, I copy all. Thanks.
Air Attack 430, Sierra. Air Attack 15, unavailable down mechanical. The fire on Bald Mountain is confirmed with threat to disperse campers. Break.
Buckeye IC, Air Attack 430. Buckeye IC. Hey, we got another start, Bald Mountain. Sounds like confirmed fire with a threat to disperse campers. I will be exiting your incident for the next 10 minutes. I do have another air attack ordered up. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
All 3 lookouts, Park Ridge, Buck Rock, and Delilah, thought they spotted smoke today. The haze made it a little bit difficult. I can barely make out a column of smoke that's already started to disperse. It's at an azimuth of 165 degrees from this fire tower, and it's about 25 miles to the south. Ash Mountain Fire, Park Ridge. Do you have any information on the needle dump being ignited?
That's a negative. Are you seeing smoke?
Affirmative.
5421 says there is some burning at the needle dump.
Copy. Are they still on scene at the needle dump?
Break 5421, or you or anyone on scene at the needle dump?
Yeah, that's affirmative. I'm right next to it.
Copy that, 1147.
Yeah, so we're talking, we've done a lot of hiking in the Sierras, but this is the first time that either of us have got to be in a fire lookout before. Really cool. The other day, I hiked Mitchell Peak and I saw that there used to be a fire lookout there. They have still have the pad out there and everything from the old fire lookout. I guess it was like in the early 60s or something like that.
Mitchell Peak over here?
Yeah, in Jenny Lakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see it from here. Did you know that?
No. Oh, no. That'd be cool.
Right. That peak over there on the far left.
Okay.
The farthest one in the distance to the left.
Okay.
That's
like
Mitchell.
Like when you're looking past above that granite
yes.
little outcropping?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That's Mitchell Peak.
Oh, man. Very cool. None of those quite feel like being on this tower, though. It just, the view somehow is way different.
Where are you from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
And we're in the Carolina Mountain Club, which is the oldest hiking club in North Carolina. It's we're getting ready to celebrate our 100th anniversary.
You have fire towers in that area?
Yeah, we have fire towers in that area. There's a challenge where you can hike all the fire towers and get a patch. And Peter Barr's written a book about the fire towers in the area.
Most of them are just remnants, just a post. Oh, it was Woods Mountain we were at, that last fire tower.
Yeah.
And it's just you can see the concrete post. Mount Cameron's still up. It was built by the CCC in the 30s.
It's made
and
of
then
stone.
Mount Sterling's still up. It's all metal, but none of them are manned that I know of in the Smokies. Because they have, I guess they just don't need it anymore. They have...
Fires aren't as big a problem for
No,
us.
it's a greener
although
climate.
yeah.
So none of them are active?
Not that I know of in the southern Appalachian area.
So what brings you guys to the fire tower today?
Hey, so we wanted to explore today, 31st anniversary, and so just wanted to do a new hike, and so thank you for letting us up and being a part of it. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Beautiful views.
Great spot. We'll do it again with our kids, so thank you.
Are you going to have lunch before you head back down?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thanks.
thank you.
Trying to think of when we went up to Buck Rock, a number of years ago. Maybe in 2009 or 2010. I had her dog then. She walked up to the top. She gets a little certificate, you know. I made 172 steps up. You know, in the 70s, I used to hang out on a decommissioned tower just to decompress after a major fire. Because I was a wildland firefighter to start off with in the 70s.
Which fire tower was it?
It was the Ute Mountain Fire Lookout on the Ashley National Forest in northeastern Utah.
Okay.
And at the time it was decommissioned, and now it's back in service. That came up, I don't remember exactly when, maybe in 2010.
Oh, so when you went there, it wasn't an active fire tower?
When I went there was every other step was missing. It's an old wooden tower, and if you go back to some of the Disney movies, they used that tower for the fire scenes when they have the little wildfire things back in the 60s and 70s, and come to find out that was the tower they used.
So after a tough wildfire season, you would just go out there and hang out for a few days?
They didn't, in the 70s, the way it worked was a little different than it is now. I mean, now they'll work them 14 or 21 days and then have time off. Well, it wasn't uncommon for I worked off a helicopter. It wasn't uncommon for our helicopter to be gone for 5 weeks, 6 weeks without a day off. And so when you come back and you look forward to that time off, you don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to be next to your phone. You don't want anything to ring. So off to the tower. some people, went to town and played around. I just found it peaceful there. So 3 years ago, I decided, let's do this. Don't have many visitors. Actually, you guys are the first ones that have ever come up. But yeah, you work at the towers.
I don't really count. All right.
Yeah, so it's peaceful, it's quiet.
Are you a tower fan?
Yes, I am. In fact, I work in one.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Park Ridge,
Where is that?
Kings Canyon National Park.
I love Kings Canyon.
It's one of the 3 of the Buck Rock Foundation.
Awesome. Are you volunteer? You
Yes.
Get paid?
Yeah,
Awesome.
volunteer.
Come on up. Kings Canyon, huh? And it's an all volunteer force?
Yes.
Most of it.
Well, we have one person that I know of that's paid staff.
Mm-hmm.
So my name's Terrence.
I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela. I volunteer at Buck Rock.
Awesome. Great.
What's the elevation here at Choose Ridge?
We're at 5,000 feet.
Okay. When I was doing research on fire towers in the Las Padres,
Right.
I was under the impression that they were all either dilapidated or decommissioned. And then I stumbled across some information that Choose Ridge was refurbished.
Yeah.
When did they refurbish this?
So it started, I think they started around 2019, 2018, 2019.
One of your members is still coming to Mission Creek.
There we go. And
I copy that.
they discovered this in their interest in rehabbing towers, right? Any accessible tower, any tower that can be refurbished should be. If you're part of the Lookout Association, you kind of believe that, right? And so the local volunteers and Scott found these people that were interested in helping to rehab this place, and it was a mess. I mean, it was rat infested. It was so rat infested. You should have seen the pictures. I mean, all the creatures were living in here. The ceiling was destroyed. You know, I mean, the walls were standing. That's about it, and the ladder. And then they just came through and rebuilt everything. Obviously, fixed the roof, fixed the leaks, and then we started training in 2020. And
oh, wow.
I got roped in by my friend Karen, who helps at the Delilah Tower.
Do they have plans to open any more?
Ideally, we would like to open Cone Peak, but that is a logistical difficulty because of where it's located and the difficulty of getting to it. The Sid Ormsby Lookout, there's some thoughts of getting that rehabbed. I think that is, that has radio equipment in it right now. So yeah, there's always interest in rehabbing lookouts and towers whenever possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really like the serenity up here at this one.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And just the way the terrain is laid out, like especially like that little canyon right there.
Yeah.
It's
so nice cool. Being in the valley. I live in Salinas and I'm in the valley, and so it's really a treat to get out of the valley and really see the rest of the county, you know, and what's really here, and to get out in the trees a little bit, you know.
Porterville, Park Ridge, out of service.
Park Ridge Portal, copy that, service 1800 EC.